Okay, this is vlog number 2, or day 3 technically, of the Ireland-England trip. So this is pretty much just a day in Dublin. We went to we had a few planned things, and then we got to be able to go and do a few things that we wanted. But yeah, this day was exhausting. Like, just from all of the walking we did. I walked 11 miles according to my Fitbit and 24,000 steps. So we did a lot of walking. I've already got a bad back and pelvis as it is, and so my lower back is killing me at this point. It was exhausting. But it was probably the most interesting day so far. I'll probably say that with all of these. But we went on kind of like a guided walking tour around Dublin. We went through Trinity College and through some of the museums and past a couple of the historic places, like this one little old pharmacy that was built in like the 1800s where apparently now they read books that are from Ireland's history. That's cool. They have a reading on Saturday of one of the books, so I might go to that. That'll be fun. Next, yeah, we went to the jail next, the jail that's in Ireland. The name is hard for me to pronounce. But the jail was really interesting. Like, going through all of the different sections of that jail, it's weird. Like, I don't know, when I walked through it, I could almost like feel the different energies that were in that jail. I'm not saying like there were ghosts there or anything, but you could definitely like, you know how they say like stones and wood like can like absorb the energies that are from that time and just preserve them. Like, I think that's what I was feeling. Like, I feel the dread that these people felt when they were in this prison. Like, I could feel it. It was weird. And like, I just would look in the cell and I could just imagine what it was like. Like, I could almost see the prisoners inside those cells. And like, just hearing the tour guide describe what each of the conditions were like, it just made the vision even more vivid for me. Just imagining all of those people in there. And then just going through all the different areas. Like the really old part where there were like pretty much no lights or anything, or back then no lights. And then the slightly older part, or the slightly newer part, and then the newest part with the big old skylight. That place was really cool looking. The place with the part of the jail with the skylight. It's weird to say a jail was pretty, but it was pretty. It was really cool looking. And though the one cell that was next to the one woman's cell who painted a picture in the back of her cell, there was a giant ball of sticks in the cell next to hers. Apparently it was an art piece supposed to represent like the soul of a prisoner. And how like it's all tangled up and it's got spine or thorns, and then eventually it'll start slowly decaying. Apparently that's supposed to represent the soul of a prisoner, but it was just a giant ball of sticks to me. But camera, focus. Thank you. So that was probably the most interesting part. But well, that and the Evensong. Evensong, I've never been to something like that before. I mean, I've been to church, obviously, but I've never been to something like that. So going to Evensong, like just listening to that choir, it was beautiful. Like, even if I couldn't understand some of what they were saying, because not all the lyrics were in the little brochures, because some of the lyrics change every day. But it was just gorgeous to listen to, and just looking through that cathedral, like, my eyes just kept wandering all the time, if I wasn't dozing off. But I think a lot of people were dozing off, during the evensong. It wasn't the choir's fault. We were just all still tired. But I looked, I was just constantly looking around in that cathedral. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, this place is centuries old, and it's still standing, and they're still doing worship in this place. It was amazing. But before Evensong, actually, we actually, after the jail tour, we went back and we stopped at Christ Church. We walked to St. Patrick's Cathedral, and then a group of us broke off and walked back. We walked back to that, we stopped for coffee first, and tea. But we walked to Christ Church, and that place, it wasn't exactly open for visitors, because I think they were having a service that soon, or they just had like guided tours and you had to pay to get in there. So I didn't get to see the inside of that particular cathedral, but we got to walk up the stairwell, and that had a lot of different stained glass windows. Those were gorgeous. Like, just looking at them, you're like, wow. Like, these are centuries old too. Like, these are works of art. It was sad though, because some of the pieces of glass were a little broken out. There were like little actual squares that had been broken out, and you can look out and see the road. I felt bad for that, but other than that, it was really pretty. And then, yeah. And then we went back to St. Patrick's, because we stopped in St. Patrick's Park, hung out there for a little bit. And there was a cute little dog running around, and she kept bringing me her ball, and I kept throwing it for her. She kept bringing it back to me like, here, I made a new friend who's American. And I was like, hey, cool. I made a friend who's a dog that's Irish. I made an Irish dog friend. So that was fun. That was definitely a little bit relaxing, because I got to sit down, rest my back a little bit, and my feet. But other than that, yeah, it was fun. Evensong was beautiful, and the jail was beautiful, despite the, its purpose. But yeah, that is day 3 in just Dublin overall, and I will see you in the next one.